Hello and welcome to EV Review Ireland. My name is Derek Riley. Today we're looking at the Volvo C40, Volvo's first ever fully electric car. We're also going to be talking about TeamSeas. You may have seen it in the title, hashtag TeamSeas. Stick around and we'll explain what that's all about. But otherwise, let's get started.
Today's video is sponsored by our insurance partner evinsurance.ie. As well as excellent rates, they have specific cover for electric vehicles and are great for company cars too. If you want more information or to get a quote, click on the link in the description and also on the screen.
Starting at the front, moving down along the side, the back, we'll go on the inside and then we'll take it out for a spin. We're here in Ghent in Belgium, where it's actually manufactured. They make the XC40, the C40 and the V60 here in Belgium. What they're going to do by next year, they're making about 270,000 vehicles a year. They reckon around 50% of that is going to be electrified. Haven't got the clarification whether that's full electric or not. But the C40 is fully electric. You can't get in any other variant. Meeting it head on, you probably will initially think it's a XC40 because it has that color-coded grille. I met the designer of this over dinner last night, and in this Ford Fjord Blue, stunning color. I really like the front of the XC40 and also the C40. The C40 is slightly lower. Ground clearance is the same, but it is lower. Comes in a number of different colors, but the main difference will be the closed-off grille. You have some air in there. You have your central front-facing camera. You have your active area underneath there as well, and you have your LiDAR and your parking sensors. With the lights, they are LED pixel lights, and they can black out up to 5 different vehicles at one time. Stunning lights, and a really nice welcome light sequence as well. You've got your fog lights with the glass black around it, but yeah, I really like it in this color. Let's go down along the side and towards the back, as I said on my Instagram, is where it starts to get really tasty. You've got your Thor hammer lights moving down along. You have your plastic molding to signify that it's an SUV. These are 20-inch wheels, aeros, they're on Pirellis. You have your gloss black with the indicator, very similar at the front to the XC40. You've got your panoramic sunroof in this version of the C40, and it comes with the panoramic sunroof as standard. You have your molded plastic at the bottom of the door then as well, and the height difference, you'll start to notice it, but then you'll start to see it swooping down. You have 2 wings at the back is what they're calling it, and then there has the spoiler. Air efficiency, aerodynamics, it's 0.35. Because it has that combustion engine history, they haven't been able to make it as aerodynamic as they like, so future variations of the Volvo, that'll be ground up electric vehicles, they will hope to get that more aero. But with this, I think it is, compared to the XC40, something like 6% more efficient with that lower, better drag at the back as well. But let's have a look around the back. I really like this back quarter and the rear end of it. Again, lovely light features. Down along the back, you'll see the shark fin aerial, you'll see the 2 wings either side, and then you've got that spoiler at the back as well. Beautiful lights, and they animate all the way up. It is a power tail lift. There we go. You see the badging there as well. Decent sized boot, and it also has a small storage area in underneath as well for cables, etc. Nice flat load, and it is a 60/40 with a ski hatch in it as well, and with that power tail lift as well. Big Volvo branding and the badge in the back, with the name spelled out, but back is really nice. Let's have a look at the space on the inside. Inside of the C40 is very similar to the XC40, and I'll put a link to my review on the screen, so I won't go through it in as detail. Beautiful, it's leather free, it's all man-made, so beautiful leather effect steering wheel, 3-spoke, good and chunky, great display, vertical infotainment system with built-in Android. Doesn't have Apple or Android Auto integration, it's Android baked into it. You've got some physical knobs here. What makes this different to the XC40 is you've got some lovely inlays in the dashboard that light up at night time. I'll put some footage up on the screen, and that is the top topographical representation of a state park in Sweden. You've got some lovely blue accents on the carb mats. This is the fjord blue, so I'm not sure if the blue is the same and whether it's matched to the outside. You've got some lovely wool in the doors. At the start I talked about TeamSeas, and one of the areas I wanted to tie in with this is the sustainability of the Volvo C40, and they use 71 PET bottles per unit. That might not sound like a lot, but if they're making 1,000 cars, 71,000 bottles. If they're making 10,000, that's 710,000 bottles. So these are all bottles that don't go into our rivers and seas. What I'm going to do is put a link down in the description. Not me, Mr. Beast and Mark Rober and other YouTubers are trying to get everybody to donate together $30 million, and that will then help organisations remove litter and plastic from rivers, seas, all of that stuff. All money raised goes towards the cause. Last year, 2 years ago, Mr. Beast did a Team Trees and raised 20 million, so he's put a call out to all the YouTubers within the network to try and build the awareness of it. So if ocean conservation and the sea in general, and here in Ireland we're surrounded by it, so we need to take care of it. There'll be a link down there where you can donate, and every donation equals X amount of plastic picked from the sea. Volvo are very much about that sustainability, utilising it, but also when they're giving us stuff here as at the press launch, it's not plastic bottles we're getting, it is leftover sugarcane bottles with renewable cork toppers on it. So like, an electric vehicle isn't a brand new car. There is still a carbon cost to it, but manufacturers are looking at how to build a new car and make it as sustainable as possible, but also that life cycle of it. So when they're using those plastic bottles, because if they don't use them, potentially they're going to end up in our waterways. So that's where that whole point came from, and I wanted to tie it in with this video. And this video is going to be launched at the same time as hundreds of other videos with the same topic of, or tying into TeamSeas. So follow the hashtag on the video and you'll find lots of other videos talking about this campaign. So really looking forward to seeing, and hopefully that'll make a difference. And I'm donating any revenue that I get from this video towards the campaign. So that's the front. It's set for me. I'm 6'2", 187 centimeters. Lots of headroom. It's that panoramic sunroof. It doesn't have a blind, but it's tinted anyway. So there's about 5-6 centimeters above my head. It's a lovely cabin. Seats are great as well. Again, man-made sides and a different man-made material in the seats. Isofix in the front and 2 in the rear, and you've got your Swedish flag there as well. Let's have a seat in the back to see what the space is like for somebody tall, and usually with a lower roofline and specifically with a panoramic sunroof, you're going to have potentially some issues, but I think we're going to be pleasantly surprised in this one. Before we jump in the back, I was chatting to one of the interior designers of the C40 and the XC40. He goes, did you notice the curry hook? What the hell are you talking about? He goes, in the glove box, there's a hook that you spin out, 2 kgs maximum weight, and it keeps your takeaway and your shopping hanging there in the passenger footwell. Very smart. So yeah, I didn't notice that in the XC40. So apologies, I thought I did thorough reviews, but didn't catch that one. In the back here, and on this press trip we have Dermot Bannon, the architect, because he's a brand ambassador for Volvo, and he was winding me up saying, do you do the whole head and leg thing? But that's why people watch the videos. So 187 centimeters, 6'2", and you're talking 3 or 4 centimeters in front of my legs. So lots of room for a compact SUV. And it also has, now this headroom is, I'm not touching anything. That's the point. So I've got about just over the width of my hand, and then when I'm sitting in the seat, and these are heated as well, and you've got 2 USB Type-Cs down there. Very comfortable back here. The seat, I'd like it a bit higher up, but obviously the battery pack is in underneath, and that's what you get when you haven't got a fully ground up EV. You have your armrest, you have that ski hatch that we talked about, and then you have the headrests there as well. And these headrests can knock down. One of the issues with the the C40 is because it's got that sloping roofline, visibility out the back isn't great. But you get used to it. Good size wing mirrors, and it has a lot of driver assistance in it as well. So let's take it out for a spin.
think this car may be for you. You can submit a EV specific insurance quote by clicking the link on the screen or in the description.
What's it like driving the Volvo C40? Very similar to the XC40, surprisingly enough. So yesterday we picked it up at the airport. We drove to Ghent. We went through Bruges, beautiful city, both beautiful cities, and I'll definitely be back. Number one, if you're our Belgian tourism, let me know. But when you do these press trips, they give you routes predefined, and they said, do you want to go straight to the hotel, or would you like to do a bit of scenic or dynamic routes, as they call it? And we did the scenic one. Everybody, myself and the other journalists from Ireland on the trip. And so Bruges was amazing, but what it gave us was an idea of the types of different road surfaces. So you had, apologies, we have the sat-nav telling me where to go here. You have highway, you have cobblestones in Bruges, you have...
In 200 metres, turn left.
Lots of different types of driving styles. So suspension is set up great, even though all electric vehicles are on the heavier side compared to a traditional combustion engine. They are all, this one's very nicely weighted. The steering has great feel, but you can also change it from, so the steering has two weightings. You can put it as a heavy feel or light feel. And I remember when I drove the XC40, I was, the car that I had before it was the EC4, the Citroen, super light steering, like you do it with your baby finger. Whereas this one, you will, you have the option, but I remember getting into the XC40 and it was it. Also had the option of one pedal driving, which is really good. I'm a big fan of that ever since I experienced it first back in a couple of years ago now with the Nissan Leaf. The amazing driver display, and with that Google built in, you have the Google Maps in between the two driver displays. The pano sunroof is nice. The seats are great. The visibility out the back is obviously letterbox, and so I'm not a fan of that. Some person was saying on my XC40 video that they would prefer the start-stop button in the C40 and the XC40 because it you literally just, once you open the door, the system activates, and then when you sit in and press the brake pedal, it's ready to go. So you literally just have to put it into drive and away you go. But overall, the driving experience has been phenomenal. The driver assistance, the adaptive cruise control, the lane keeping, all the blind spot warning and detection. It picks up pedestrians and cyclists and large animals, I believe. I haven't come across any of those. Overall, it's a lovely, and the fact that it is so torquey with that dual motor setup. You have 660 Newton meters torque. You have 480 brake horsepower. It is, it's very responsive. Some stats: you have a 75 kilowatt hour usable battery. It has a WLTP of 420 for the C40. EV database is giving it a real world of around 320. It has 0 to 100 in 4.7 seconds. It has 300 kilowatts of power, 400 brake horsepower, and then 660 Newton meters. So plenty of get up and go. 11 kilowatt AC on its charger, and then 150 on DC, averaging around 100. Plenty for Ireland. There isn't too many 150 chargers around the country. So overnight then you're going to get it charged, and then from 10 to 80%, if you can get a 150 kilowatt charger, takes around about 33 minutes. So yeah, charging it, some lovely colors in it. This is the Fjord Blue. Fjord, yeah. This is the Fjord Blue. That is easy to say. The boot, you have 419 litres, which is decent for this size of electric vehicle. If you put the seats down, then it brings you to 1,205 litres. You can put 31 litres in the front boot, front storage area, and then you can put 75 kgs on the roof. For our pano sunroof, that's not bad. and then braked it will take, unbraked it will take 750 unbraked trailer, and then braked it will take 1,800 kgs, which is really, really good, and I found that as well with the XC40. Price in Ireland for this one is going to be very similar to this XC40 again. It's going to be around that 68,000 euros for this all-wheel drive version, dual motor, and you're going to be able to then down the line next year, very similar to the XC40, have that single motor two-wheel drive option, and that'll bring that price down if that's something that you want. But yeah, it's been really good. I really enjoyed my time. Hopefully you've enjoyed the review. Make sure that you've subscribed to the channel. Make sure you've donated to TeamSeas. I wanted to marry this review up to, because I do car reviews, that's what I do on the channel, as you know, and review a lot of different types of electric vehicle. But I wanted the fact that the TeamSeas video, everybody's putting them out hopefully on the 29th. So that's the day that you may have seen it. But if you search the hashtag that I put at the top of the video, hashtag TeamSeas, you will get to see all the other videos that are about this campaign that Mr. Beast and Mark Rober are running, and I'll play a little tiny part in it. So as mentioned, I'll be putting all any money raised from the sponsorship of this video or for the views of this video towards the campaign, and we're looking to get to $30 million raised before the end of the year. So this is similar to 2 years ago when they did Team Trees and they raised $20 million. Another thing with the Android Auto integration on the C40, and there was a complaint on the XC40 that you didn't know the range that you had, it was a battery percentage, and you kind of had to work off Google Maps, but they have an integrated app in the system now where it's a range app. It gives you all the information with regards to your estimated range, your energy usage, range optimizer, consumption currently, and that will be over there, updated over to the XC40. So great to hear that Volvo, and I met the guy that works on the user experience, are taking that feedback on board and then being able to work with the likes of Google with that software being put into the car directly and being able to roll out these apps when they see a need for it. So good use case there. But yeah, the range assistant, very helpful, and lets you just know what's going on rather than just the percentage on the dash.
Just a reminder that today's video was sponsored by evinsurance.ie, who have excellent rates and specific cover for electric vehicles. For more info, click the link on the screen and also in the description.
That's my look at the Volvo C40. Big fan of the XC40, and you'll see my review in the description, and I put the link up on the screen earlier. And I love what they've done at the back here, and for me sitting in the back, the fact that I've got enough headroom, so for something a bit more stylish, something different on the road, phenomenal. With this all-wheel drive motor, it is a bit more expensive. They will be bringing out a single motor two-wheel drive version, which will be a bit more appetizing price-wise, but build quality, ride, power of this version, and I'm sure the two-wheel drive version will be good as well. It's great to have more choice in the market, but there is a lot of choice in the market. Hopefully you've enjoyed today's review. If you haven't already, make sure you go to teamseas.org and donate to that cause. Great to see the sustainability side of Volvo as well. Leave a comment, like the video, share it as well, and remember, if you think an EV is for you, leave it to me and I'll review. Thanks so much for watching.